The United Way of Southern Nevada goes out of their way to keep in touch with our community. They're constantly uniting people to come together and to give back. It's a reciprocal thing, Sean.
Mhm.
Well, coming up next month, there is the 13th annual Women United Signature event. It is an outstanding event for local women. And joining us now is a very outstanding local woman.
Absolutely. April Frank, she is a master business coach, and she's joining us now from, what may I say, a fantastic kitchen. I'm loving the hood back there. It's beautiful. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing very well. So, well, let's talk about this United Way of Southern Nevada, the Women United Signature event. What inspired you to become a part of this event?
Well, quite frankly, I am a woman, right? I have daughters. I'm an influencer. I have girlfriends. I have family. And there's colleagues that I have that I'm connected to that are also influential and doing amazing things that I care about. And as a woman of influence, I think that there is nothing else that I should be doing at that date and time to support such an amazing movement and celebration of the advancement of girls and women.
It is a powerful thing, April, when women come together and share information. I feel like um, women we are gaining so much momentum in the workplace, but then also realizing how important the family remains and that relationship between both. What can we expect from this event that is next month? I believe it's on a Friday.
Well, you know what? First of all, that's really true, JJ. And it's my prediction that moving forward, the only organizations and movements that are going to be relevant in our world are the ones that support women
Mhm.
and that are for women and that give women the platform to be celebrated, to be heard, and to be supported. So the Women's United Signature event is happening I think a month from now. So we're early and getting the word out there. And together we're going to celebrate those accomplishments of dynamic women in the Southern Nevada community. And our goal is to raise funds so that we can support local female students. And to help us do that
Mm.
are some, I know, right? Are some amazing guests like Carl Ray, who's the makeup artist for the former First Lady Michelle Obama.
Wow.
Right here, our own Sierra Black, who is from Las Vegas, a singer songwriter and a country singer songwriter. And we're really excited about the people that we've rallied and that want to support such a movement.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think there are people that in today's society that might not realize how far we've come in the past 100 years. The right to
Yeah.
vote was just gotten in 1920 for women. So it's just
Yeah.
like this has been, it's been a growth process. And frankly, women still there is a not an equality when it comes to power in the workplace, but it's starting to catch up. Why is it so important for you to empower women? Why? How did you get so passionate about this? Obviously, I'm guessing firsthand experience.
Well, you know what's funny? Empowerment is such a buzzword and I'm kind of over it. However, I'm still stepping into that space because you really want to let's talk about what empowerment is,
Yeah.
right? Empowerment means that a woman is confident. It means that she has the ability and the right and the freedom to make her own decisions about her own life.
Mhm.
And so when we say empowerment, we say that, but we really need to start describing what it means to be empowered. And then how do we put things together, events and conversations and movements together that actually support empowerment in its truest form? Because right now, what we have is a world that you're right, has muffled the voices of women. Right now, what we have is a world that accepts certain behaviors against women that, quite frankly, are old, antiquated, and not fair.
Yeah.
And we want to
Mm.
change that. And this is just our way of doing that. In my company, the reason why we wanted to support this event is because we service women. And it's important that this platform exists and it's important that we continue with this movement. I think I have a responsibility as someone who lives in Las Vegas to support the United Way and other missions. And I'm excited to get other people to rally around that as well.
April, thank you. I really appreciated some of the points you just raised, and I love your point you made about let's get past the buzzword and talk about the meaning behind it because
Yeah.
there's a lot of buzzwords afloat out there right now.
Buzzwords don't change a thing. Exactly. Yeah.
They don't. I'm really, really, truly, genuinely excited about this event. If people want to participate, it is a virtual event. Do they sign up through a website? How does that work?
Yes. So if you want more information about the Women United Signature event that's happening April 23rd, all you have to do is go to uwsn.org and click the button on the homepage, and it'll take you there. And there'll be all the details where you can grab a seat or grab a seat for you and your best friend.
Awesome. April, it's great to have you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, the event is Friday, April 23rd. You want to learn more at uwsn.org. The number right there on your screen as well. Great having April on the show today.